is messed up. And I bet you if I turn around and I show you, you're gonna be like, oh my God!
Oh man, probably not.
How did you not know? How did you not realize? You're so dumb. Dude, never go back to that barber.
And pretty soon you might have to accept your fate. Your hairline's going up there.
I know.
Did
you see the intro to the E73 video?
The intro?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like in your script? Or?
Yeah.
No, I didn't read that yet. That part. So you gave me a long, long boy to look through. Is what you did.
Yeah, that was the blog.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Well, yeah, and then the script part I didn't even get to because I started reading the blog and I didn't really.
You're like, blah, 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 words, words, words.
Well, it's hard to find time to just sit there and read through like I mean, at work at least, you know.
We got a hello.
Hello, Happy New Year, boy. What's good? What's up?
Happy newest year.
Let me turn down my our music audio level here on the stream side. Okay, that should be better.
New year, new me.
Ooh.
Says every white girl.
I haven't been to Amped in like a year. Well, you can come see us next year. Ay, man.
Action Airsoft Club. We love your stuff at our store. Thanks, man.
I appreciate that. Where are they located out of? It looks like a Canada Maple Leaf.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay. I forgot. That's not how you copy paste on a Mac. It's not Command C. I wish I could just click this to go to an account. Why can't I do that?
I don't know. I can't even really.
We don't know who you are.
Dude's a mystery. He said Canada.
Yeah. Cool.
Supposedly,
cool.
According to the internet, he's from Canada.
According to the internet. Why would it say anything else? Y'all got any resolutions? Do you have any resolutions?
Heck no.
Yeah, I don't do. I don't think I've ever done a New Year's resolution. I'm not that kind of person.
No.
I feel like if I'm gonna make a change, doing an arbitrary thing like a New Year isn't gonna do that for me.
I don't need a whole nother year to tell me that I can better myself. I can better myself whenever I want. Same thing with telling your mother that you love her. You don't need to wait till Mother's Day. You can call her up or text her and tell her that you love her and appreciate the work that she put in to raising you.
That's fair. Actually, Toronto, we are Canada's largest indoor field.
Nice.
We should go, man. We should make a Canada Airsoft
Asterix,
trip.
the only indoor field, so by default they are the largest.
No, come on.
The only good indoor field?
No, I wanna play some Airsoft in other countries in general. And I feel like the easiest is probably Canada or Mexico, just because flying to EU is a bit hard with all the Airsoft stuff.
Yes.
And it's expensive and time consuming. I mean, a flight across the ocean ain't short. But a drive to Canada,
That's a pretty
reasonable.
quick go.
That's reasonable. We got a magnet.
Well, before that, Mike asked to tell him something about the Boer War.
Yeah, I read that and ignored it. I'm not gonna lie.
I wanted you to say it out loud.
No, I ignored that one. You want to tell him something about the Boer War?
So the second Boer War, the second half of it,
Where they fought wild boars, right?
Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm very positive.
I don't think he knows.
According to the internet, at least.
I don't know how true that is.
Now, I do have a couple books about the Boer War as well. So, in the second Boer War, from the 1890s, Boer War specifically, that is when the British military went from, or no, excuse me, the first Boer War was when they went from the red jackets to the khaki jackets. And they progressed and introduced the
red
khaki.
jackets were drip, though.
They kind of were, but they were very easy targets.
Yeah, but they were drip.
When they're in like South Africa and it's just open plains and it's just brush, a bright red vibrant jacket stands out very clearly.
What?
So if you're in the brush and you're like a local and you're trying to do any type of reconnaissance, it's very easy to identify how many British officers or soldiers are going through the brush. And you can relay that information quite accurately when you can say there's exactly 23 dudes that are just walking in a line.
Fair enough.
It's also a little bit harder to miss them when they stand out so obvious.
I don't know. I think we should all just get in a line in the field and shoot volleys at each other like the good old days.
That's what they did. The officers
That's
would
what we should do now, though.
That's what the officers would give commands even back then as to what elevation to set your sights to.
Yeah. Get rid of the whole drone warfare. We'll just go back to doing volleys in lines. All of that. We should limit everyone's distance on their rifles too.
Did you see the? Oh my God.
Shooting little cannonballs. Yeah. What were you saying? Sorry.
Did you see that some of the drones now have flamethrowers on the bottom of them?
I think that's been a thing. I remember seeing.
But they're doing like large capacity flamethrowers, so they
Sure.
can burn through
Yeah.
the anti-drone netting.
Do you remember? I remember seeing it on a FPS Russia video back in the day. But he got one of the Predator drones from Call of Duty, and he
Yes.
like flies it around, and it has like a gun attached to it that shoots shit. Whatever happened to those? Did that company
Don't know.
like go on? Did that not work out? Was that not a?
It wasn't a viable
It
solution.
wasn't a
then.
viable solution. Too expensive, probably. There was like an armored like drone with a minigun on it, and they had flamethrowers on them and stuff. That thing was crazy. That's what we need. Anyways, we gotta catch up on some of these comments. Bro on the right looking jacked. What's your bench?
It's pretty low, and I've been between events and sick,
What's your bench?
150.
Weak.
I know.
I've never benched in my life. I couldn't even tell you what my number was.
Maybe
I don't know.
maybe my resolution should be hit 200 by the end of the year.
Talon, my mom heard you say that, and now it won't stop hugging me. I believe
See?
about your Mother's Day thing. Yeah. Well, hello there. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Grey Bush.
Happy New Year, Grey Bush.
There's a few fields here. Our playing field is 28,000 square feet. That's big.
That's pretty big.
That's bigger than MK, right? MK's 23?
No, 70.
Oh, 70? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know my square feet, apparently.
28 still a good number.
28's a big field. I mean, what is our field here at AMP? It's like 8,000? 12,000?
I could not tell you.
It's low.
It
It's a low.
it doesn't help that our ceilings are so high.
Yeah, I mean, we also have 2 floors, so I know when Oops says like our square footage, he includes the second floor into that. So, Red is dead. Yeah, that's why warfare has changed over the years.
And then how was your guys' Christmas?
Yeah, mine was good. It was pretty uneventful.
Mine was extremely chill, but my
You
family
went home, right?
Yeah, my family does not do holidays big. Very, very chill, very relaxed.
Yeah, neither does mine. We don't have any like extended family or anything come out or anything. We just do like a little Christmas Eve dinner, a little bit of opening presents in the morning, and that's my whole thing.
I mean, my family watched Murder Mysteries until the oldest sister came by, and she's the most festive out of all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just, I mean, I don't know. I left my parents' house, was back home by like 1 o'clock on Christmas Day. Just played Tarkov. That's kind of what I did. That's how I spent my day. So, Poppins, Hump Day. Just got done drawing new patches based off of the late 1800s Boer War and the 1960 Boer Wars. Cool coincidence.
Oh!
Yo, he'll like those patches.
Poppins, hit us up.
Yeah, definitely hit us up. That's cool.
Hola chicos, saludos desde Argentina.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Yes. Cool. Wow, no way my bench is 180.
That's because he has elevation. So
Bro said 315, 17 years old, by the way. He's mogging you, dog.
yeah, it's probably because he's like super high in elevation.
He's
So gravity doesn't work as hard when you're at a height.
He said, "What you do those lifts on the moon?"
The farther you weigh,
stupid.
the farther you are away from the
So
center of
dumb.
gravity, the less weight. You know, he's almost in the stratosphere. That's when gravity doesn't work, right?
So funny. He said, "Lifting right now. I'll tune back in now and again." Love y'all. Keep up the work, man. Keep it up. I love to hear it. MK 72,000 square feet. Yeah. And I'm just 155 soaking wet. Dang. You could lift Grey Bush.
I could. Although my leg press is 700.
Well, not as impressive. Yeah, come on. Must be.
Only 700
I
for a
don't know.
leg press?
I don't know what a good number is for that. You know.
700 is pretty good.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
I do 701 though, so what can I say? I mean,
Goes over, gets a 1 pound like little sissy blade, just throws it on the top.
Look at that.
1 rep. 701.
Look at that.
Suck it.
Oh man, you know what we need here at AMP? We should get one at retail, like one of those big, like the boxing. You punch it and it shows you the score.
Yeah.
I can see it's getting really competitive with that.
They have one at EA Fest, and so when we went,
One of those boxing things?
yeah.
Really? Oh.
So we went through, and I pointed out to Logan, and then the dude that was giving us the tour was like, "There's no way you're gonna hit the highest score." So I'm like, "Here's my 4 quarters."
Say less.
Bam! I didn't hit 900, but I did set a new record.
Was it like permanently there?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. I don't even know where you found one of those. 700 leg press is basically a 135 squat. That's what Eho said.
Whatever.
Is that? I don't know what that means. Is that good or bad? It's a 135 squat, not good.
135 is not good.
Not good. Oh man, you're getting mogged on out here today. Someone doesn't miss leg day. That's what Graybush said. Got a leg press 705 before it's press. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So A44 was the one that I said.
Oh, nice. What is it? A big heart? What is going on here?
No, I just think it's like a shield profile for
Interesting.
like all the screen.
Yeah, we need one of those here, man. We need
Yeah.
some arcade. If we had a room, I'd say we need some arcade. I don't know where we'd put it. That's the problem. We don't have any space. Yay. Dude, I got this,
That Wendy's drink?
what's the vanilla, Coke from the Freestyle machine? And it always makes me think of like an AMC movie theater.
Yeah.
I love it. It has that flavor to it.
It's got that big touchscreen, or is it the one that has just way too many options?
It's the big touchscreen. It has way too many options, but it's the big touchscreen.
Okay.
The one day I accidentally hit, they had like a Coke and cream is what they called it, and I thought it was like vanilla Coke because I love vanilla Coke, and I clicked it, and it was like, dude, I swear to God, it was like Coke and milk.
Yeah.
Like I think they poured milk into it. I was like, what the hell?
What would be really fun is if they had like a random selection. So instead of like the 40 different soda flavors, you could just hit the random button and it'll just select one for you.
Oh man, no, that is what you need though. You need the lottery draw. And there's like one flavor that's not in the machine. It's like a 1% chance you can get it, and it's the best flavor. It's just alcohol. It's just liquor. Ross, a good lifting number is always a number at least one multiple of 5 greater than what you lift now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That reminds me of the, it's like...
A multiple of 0 is still 0.
Multiple of 0 is still 0. True. I mean, that's where I'm at right now, though, so, I guess I'm doing the best I could ever do, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm at
Hey,
0.
you're at least going out, you're at least putting the time into doing your rucks before going out and playing.
True.
So you're at least putting
I'm not doing it
in...
anymore, though.
Oh, well.
Now that the game happened, I should go out and ruck more to like keep in shape, but
You should.
yeah, I should, yeah.
You should.
I should do a lot of things to keep in shape. I should also not be drinking a big ol' Wendy's Coke.
It's true.
Yeah, but you know what? I survive. I make it out there sometimes. Dude, I don't know. There's some airsoft games where I start like really dying on the field.
Yeah.
I'm like huffing and puffing and overheating and dehydrated, and I'm like, oh man. What does Poppin say? The Coke Freestyle Shipwreck mode. Shipwreck. Yeah, I need we used to call it, the suicide? You ever do one of those? Where you just go down the line with all of them? Yeah, that's what they need. They just mix them all together.
Have you seen the social media clips where it's the stream, but it like is the clear coloration and then the flavor, clear color, flavor, clear color, flavor? Coming from the spout. So people will hold down.
Yeah, because it...
Yeah, they'll hold it and then they'll shake their like can
So they
or
only
their
get
cup, so they get just the flavor bit. They're like, why are they mixing water into here?
Too much, man. Too much. If I get like, sometimes the machine's not filled up properly and you just get the syrup.
Yeah.
Oh man. Any new big boy toys? I just got a Kimber Ultra Carry 2 1911 and 9mm. Ooh, that's nice. Anything from you? You own any guns?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've got 2 Glocks, shotgun, rifles.
Sure.
I would like to get into like 308 or into bolt action for like long distance type
You have
stuff.
a lever action.
I do have my lever action.
Got a Marlin. Whew.
I have a Henry 3030.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the Henry 30 is cool. I sold my lever action to Tony actually. It was a 22 though.
Yeah.
I like shooting targets with it. It was fun.
I was kind of surprised how slow 3030 is, because it is a very large round or projectile.
Yeah, that's what we need to go to for the volleys.
Yeah.
That's what we need to use.
Because I was iron sighting at 100, and then I had to aim like a good 1.5 feet above my target for it to just drop.
Yeah, I mean, that's what will happen with a heavy old round like that. No, I was thinking about someone I know was selling a G36, a real one, that's modified for like the KA4 for like the German group.
Yes.
And I kind of wanted to buy it for blank fire from MSW, but I couldn't bring myself to put the money down for it, even though it's I mean, what he's selling for is a fantastic deal. You know, but that's just for like inside the German group there. But yeah, I was really tempted on that one. I don't really have any like desire to buy a new firearm though in general. I have like a shotgun, a rifle, and a pistol, and I'm happy with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I have more than that, but like I have 3 that I'm happy with, and so I'm like, I don't need. That's kind of all my bases.
Yeah. I would really like to have enough money to have like a small collection of like get like a real L85.
Sure.
Which is really convenient, since getting the L85, there's been 2 new like civilian US L85s that have come out. One of them being a like an AR 180 upper receiver, and then it's a chassis.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a bullpup-ish.
Yeah.
So if you like squint and look at it from a distance, it looks like an L85,
hate
but when
that,
you get
I'm
up
not gonna
close,
lie.
it's clearly not.
I don't like that.
And that's just shy of $2,000 if you get all of that together. Versus we now have a American manufactured civilian L85 that's semi-automatic, and they're utilizing the same machining process to produce parts to have like as close to a 1-to-1 replica. The problem is that it's $8,000 as a down deposit, and then upon like completion, you pay another $4,000.
Ooh-wee.
So it's a $12,000 rifle altogether. So it's kind of like I could get a very realistic L85 for $12,000, or I could get L85 at home for $2,000.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I've thought about. I wanted to buy. I saw one on auction recently, but like the old Saudi like musket fire rifles, you know, but the ones that are like really ornate, that they like handcrafted and made out of like rebarb and stuff. They're pretty cool. There was one on auction, and I was thinking about it, but did you guys see C7's Viper review our upcoming closed bolt engine? You know what? I saw that he posted it, and I think I skimmed through a little bit of it because I watched the one that he did for our mystery box that we had sent him. But I didn't really watch that whole thing. Did you see it at all?
I did not see it. I was kind of expecting them to let us know that they have it available, or we would hear something.
For the mystery box we sent?
No, for the closed bolt engine.
Oh, when Backdraft has it available.
Yes.
Yeah. We'd love to hear more from you, Aiden, like, you know, specifically about everything on that engine. I know we talked a bit at Bolt Bash, but that is, you know, it's super cool. We want to get some in the shop and mess around with them and do some cool stuff, especially like with what I saw you 3D printing. I mean, I have so many ideas in my brain for dumb things we could build with that. So
yeah, I didn't even get to see it. I was busy with
Bolt Bash,
and helping everyone else out. So
it's a busy weekend. I know, especially when we have all these you know, different vendors with cool stuff to show us. Just ordered a VFC M727. Can't wait. The VFCs are very cool. I just want to give a shout out to y'all. I bought a Polar Jack nozzle recently and asked for a patch, and to my surprise, I was sent a patch. And I just want to say it's much appreciated. Of course.
No problem, man.
Yeah. If you guys ask for little free things, our shipping team likes to throw things in. We'll usually do like a little drawing, or like sometimes they give you I don't
stickers
know.
or like a personalized
I was gonna say autism toys, because that's what they are, but like, you know, like
little gadgets.
Yeah, I don't know what the better word for that is. But yeah, they just like to throw things into boxes for you guys sometimes, patches, that sort of thing. If you ask, we'll try to help you out. So
our shipping team always reads the notes, and sometimes if the notes are ever like specific to any request, we always get them in order to help out as best as we can. We can't always do everything perfectly, like requests for like free rifles.
Yeah, we get a lot of requests for free night vision, and that's not gonna happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I always dig 38.
308.
38.
No, it's 308.
38.
Is this going to be a AT4 conversation again?
Not the AT4. not the act. Gunner like gold and sometimes better than a woman. Gray Bush, you're gonna get in trouble, man, saying this stuff.
Actually, you know what? Gray Bush, you'll like this fact. Do you know partially why the AT4 is called the AT4? Do you know?
Didn't we talk about this?
Yeah.
When we looked it up?
Yeah. Do you know the
Okay.
size of the projectile that is fired from the AT4? It's an 84 millimeter projectile. So when you say AT4 slowly, 84, it's the size of the projectile.
Yeah, it is the size of the projectile. That's why they call it the.
And then they conveniently said that
AT4.
the AT4 is anti-tank, but then it's like white variant 4 when there isn't a variant 3 or 2 or 1. Because it's has to do with the size of the projectile.
They thought they cooked with that name, huh?
Yeah.
That's why they've never come out with another one, because they're like, we can't do better.
If we come up with a 5th variant, we gotta size up the caliber.
Man, I went to a gun show in Texas and shot an automatic Scorpio Evo chambered in 9mm. That's cool. I've shot a Scorpion Evo before, not a full auto one. It's fun. I mean, 9mm sub guns are fun.
Yeah.
Full auto's always fun though too. I mean, we did full auto. I guess you didn't come to Appalachian Range Day when we did that.
I did not.
That was fun though. We shot full autos there. That is why I keep coming back for my airsoft needs. Customer service has always been top notch. That's this guy. He's our
That's
customer
me.
service guy.
One of the customer service guys.
Graybush said that's cool. He said, I don't care about the AT4 talent, stop talking to me. That's what he said.
I know it's not true.
He said, here's to a fire 2026, boys. Well, that's what G-Rad said. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for 2026, man. I've been kind of keeping up with like all the events going on, and there's quite a few already announced, and I know more are going to come for the second half of 2026.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I want to get out and play some airsoft this season.
I'm excited for the X game down at Killeen, Texas.
When are they hosting that again? In May? March?
March?
March, one of the M's?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'd go if it wasn't Texas. I just don't feel like sitting in the car for 22 hours.
That's so cool.
The game or the car?
The going down and being there.
Sure, yeah. But like the drive there and back sucks.
Yeah.
Like, you're sitting there, bro. I mean, I hate travel. I've said it before. I just don't like traveling. If it's short, if I can get there in a day, sure.
Yeah. As long as someone else is driving, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. There's a limit for me. I'll say like for, even just going down to North Carolina, like that 12-hour drive back was brutal. I mean, we're also, going off 0 hours of sleep, but like, holy man, that's tiring.
It is.
What do you guys think will be the top products coming in 2026? Anything new that you are anticipating? I think the most hyped thing that people are anticipating, at least in my realm of airsoft, which is the weird niche part, is probably the SKSs.
I was about to say, the SKS was expected to drop 2026, wasn't it?
Yes, the SKS is expected to drop this year. Evike already has a pre-order out for it. I believe it's like February, so like pretty early into the year. And then they announced their SVT as well. However, they have not announced any release date for that yet, so I don't think that'll come this year. But the SKS, I think, is a big one that people are excited about. Is there anything else you can think of? I know we went through a lot of the new products, but...
It's weird because when you see shows, they'll have rifles or like prototype stuff that they have like partially greenlit, like it's a possible thing that they can produce, but it doesn't get like fully there. And so it's like, I never like hold and retain all of the like prototype stuff that could come to market because there's no guarantee that it ever will.
Yeah, I mean, my big thing is I see there's a lot of like companies that make replicas for guns that I think would be really cool to see, but they're not
The Victor.
What about the Victor?
The SR3, I think it is.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, the SR3M. Yeah.
Yes.
That thing would be cool. That thing's supposed to be gas blowback, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to try to HPA that, even though it's going to be weird. No, what I was saying was, there are a lot of companies that make replicas that I think are really cool and I want. But then I look into them a little more and I realize they don't get all the licensing and trades. And then they're like kind of a clone of a replica. And then I'm like, even though it's probably a good gun nonetheless, I'm just so much of like an impression purist. I'm like, I would love it to be more accurate to the real one.
Yeah.
And so then I like kind of steer clear, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Because people don't make them with good trades a lot of times, which makes sense.
Which is funny because in customer service, because I write some of the blogs, we're looking at the Kidbyway TAC 9 now. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the TAC 9 is a close resembled APC 9 that is used by some U.S. police forces, Austrian special forces, some European special forces groups as well, and Border Patrol. But like the TAC 9 doesn't have the trades, and it's like just off enough.
Yeah.
But it's $300, and then EVIC also has a fully licensed version from Arcwick, but I'm not familiar with Arcwick.
Yeah.
But it's also a $500 replica.
Yeah, you're paying for those trades and stuff, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always rough. Thanks for sending your mystery box with the Phoenix, by the way. Of course, Aiden. I mean, we love the engines, honestly. We build a lot of stuff with them, so. Driving sucks. Having people such in the car with you make that 20-hour drive so much better. Absolutely, it does. Part of the problem, not with you or Logan, but some of our other employees have gone on trips with, they just pass out in the car instantly.
Yeah.
Justin does that real bad.
Yeah.
He'll sit down in the car and just fall asleep immediately. And you're like, great, guess I'm doing a 7-hour drive by myself then.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on.
A lot of our drive down to Texas was just the two Logans that were driving, just putting their music on, and then I'm in the back seat. Steiner's the worst because he will bass boost,
I know.
and I can feel it like in the plastic of the of the door.
You're like, I gotta be here for another 16 hours.
Yeah, so I'm like, I have my headphones in, and I have the active hearing like off, so it's as quiet as I can get it, and I still just get the boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
It can be rough sometimes. It can be rough. Dude, I love all my autism toys. I like the frog the most. We love the frogs. Little frog one. We have a lot. We have bags of them here. I'm hoping to get to HPA my 416 this year if the wife allow it. I'm sure you can make it happen, Graybush.
Get a backdraft.
True. That'd be a good HPA system for that. Who's ready for some force on force?
We were actually just talking about that out in the receiving.
Yes.
We're looking forward to having you guys around and talking about, you know, what else we can do to maybe warm up so we're ready for you guys.
What is the date for that? Do you know?
The 17th.
17th. So the 17th at the Amped Airsoft Arena, Spectre Solutions is hosting their night match, which I believe they're doing force on force as well as target practice. If it's anything like how they did it last year, it'll probably be some like, you know, timed solo courses with some frags and targets and stuff and some night vision stuff. I mean, it's fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out.
Last year when Spectre was here, I had just moved, so I didn't have any of my personal stuff.
Oh, I forgot you ran it with,
Logan, and I used Logan's rifle, and I had a better score than him.
That is, which is, honestly, let's be honest, not surprising.
What do you mean?
Dude, Logan missed a whole target going through. I remember I was walking with him, and he walked right past a whole target in the corner.
and I was doing filming, so I was intentionally clearing more corners than I probably could have.
Because you already knew where they were.
Yeah.
So you didn't want to be like, I know the target's not going to be here, so it's like, I'm going to clear it anyways, which is what you should do.
So I was being a lot more methodical.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. What do they say? Slow,
smooth,
is fast. Yeah,
slow,
smooth
is fast.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, honestly.
And I did not use his optic. I do not like EOTech's.
Dude,
And his is cracked as well.
CQB in general, I'm not using an optic.
That's fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
real steel or airsoft, I'm just. I've shot enough guns, specifically airsoft guns is usually where it comes down to in CQB, where like I know where it's shooting. I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
The tracer and the flashlight is for recording purposes only. I know where my gun's going.
Yeah.
So.
And he did not use tracer or flashlight. So there was one point where the target that I knew was the longest engagement distance, I tried to, with my night vision, try to line up with his optic.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
can see like me like hover and bounce his rifle and his
Yeah.
optic, and then after like a couple months, I'm like, screw it, and I
Yeah, just get an IR laser
went
for
for
that
it.
guy. Grey Butch, just say someone gave it to you.
It was a gift.
He said, if I'm not driving, I'm sleeping. Yeah, and I don't want to be in a car ride with you then for 12 hours. Like, that's all I'm saying. Wish that could work for me, but the wife runs the bank account. Crytek has announced more products that never came out than products that they have made, to be honest. And the PTS Mall, I'm convinced, is never coming. Yeah, that happens a lot. Until I get like a date of like this is being released this day or at least this month of this year, I usually assume a product's not going to come because I've seen so many announcements and teasers for things that, for various reasons, don't come to fruition. But
Yeah,
it's
and having conversations with PTS, we're probably never going to see them all.
yeah, I bet not.
The amount of like back and forth that they have had, PTS and who makes them all? Does it start with an O?
What?
No.
What do you? Who makes?
The original company that makes them all. But PTS will produce a prototype, and then they have to have it shipped here to the U.S. And then the U.S.
B.
B.E. Myers. Oh, I am so.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed a little bit. But
They make
between
a lot of stuff.
U.S. between USA PTS and B.E. Myers, they have to have a conversation back and forth, like how close or how off or differences that PTS has to make it compared to the B.E. Myers, and then B.E. Myers is just push it off for so long that PTS, I think, doesn't have a lot of fire or that excitement to produce it any longer.
I mean, that's how it is. I mean, that's kind of going back to what I was saying about like.
Licensing.
Yeah, cool replicas with licensing is just so much harder. So
Yeah.
companies often opt to not do it, which I totally understand. But from a like perspective of I want it to be as accurate as I can, it's very much like hitting my head against a wall.
Yeah, if you're going to MSW and you're doing a German kit,
Yeah.
like you need to be as spot on as possible.
I mean, for most impressions there, a lot of people try to be as spot on as possible, which like there's some, obvious things you got to kind of like be like, all right, we just have to do it this way. Like technically, even on the G36, the safe, semi, and full auto selector markings are different on the German ones, like the issued ones for the government, and
Yeah.
you just can't get that. So like you can modify it and do some like home improvements to make it as close as possible, but you just can't buy a replica that's going to be one for one.
Yeah.
Which is kind of how it is for a lot of things, including the mall, apparently. Which, yeah, B.E. Myers makes the mall, yeah. Coco Bear, Happy New Year, fellas. In your opinion, who makes the best out-of-the-box M4 outside of M4s and M4 variants? What's the best out-of-the-box gun in your opinion? Best out-of-the-box M4. Not touching anything. I would probably go with the VFC Avalon.
I was going to say the VFC Avalon series, specifically the URGI or the SOP mod series of rifles.
I was going to say, I like the SOP mods personally.
Yeah.
But
If you're looking for something that's going to be as close to a SOP mod series rifle, the VFCs. I've had shockingly a lot of conversation recently about people wanting to do like Mark 18 builds, and they have the Colt license variant, and then it's down like the rabbit hole of, okay, which Colt license? Because EVIC has the Colt license, but they also have different manufacturers make the SOP mod rifles with the Colt license. So it's like I have 10 different manufacturers that I need to know which one you specifically have,
yeah.
and to give you as accurate of an answer as possible.
Yeah, because Colt licensed a few different companies.
Yeah.
I just picked up EMG's Colt license 723. It's a gas blowback though, but I got that for the Delta Force kit.
Yeah, made by SIMA.
Yeah, it is a SEMA OEM. Yeah. Which SEMA is good. I mean, they're a bit hit or miss just because they're not really one specific manufacturer. They're like whatever, warehouse decided to make it that day. I don't know how to describe it. They're kind of a conglomerate.
Graybush commented that Crytek's not bad. I have my personal opinions on Crytek.
This guy doesn't like Crytek.
If you want to read between the lines.
I like Crytek. However, I wouldn't put them as like top of out of the box, but they are definitely, in my opinion, a good out of the box replica. But then for the follow-up, the second half of Coco Bear's question was, what's the best out-of-the-box gun in general, in our opinion? And if I'm being honest, I'm not even going to change it. I'm probably going to keep it with what I said, the VFC Avalon, which is funny because I personally have never owned one. I've ran them, and I have plenty of people who have ran them and talked about them, but I do know they shoot well out of the box. And most replicas I've owned, I honestly upgrade out of the box because I'm usually not satisfied with their performance. Not to say they're bad.
Yeah. I would probably say like a second option, not an M4, would be a Cyma AK.
The Platinum series? Their Platinums are pretty good.
Like, I only have experience with their OG series, where like, if you got a Cyma AK, like you left it stock and bare bones because their hop-ups were like bar none. Like, you want the best hop-up out of the box, like 10 years ago, it was a Cyma AK.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I would have said back in the day, like when you're talking about, I would have said the G&G Combat Machine, the classics.
Yeah.
The combat machines would have run. I know people who still run their combat machines from back in the day.
Isn't it weird that no one compares current replicas with the G&G combat machines anymore? Like back in the day, like that was like the golden standard. Like if you're gonna do like a comparison or review video, you compare it to the combat machine.
Yeah, I think that's because the combat machine was such a solid replica, and the price point for it was so universally like, if you want a good AEG M4, the combat machine's the way to go. And I think nowadays,
there's so many options.
I think the quality of replicas has increased and the price has come down, or at least they've been able to manage to make M4 specifically cheaper.
You get more volume per buck.
So like, although the combat machine I still think is just as good as it always was, you could opt for a Lancer Tactical or an Elite Force, and you're probably getting a similar performance.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think that was true 10 years ago. I think in 2016 I would have told you G&Gs are going to outperform those.
I think that back in the day as well, there was a lot more push. Like the combat machine being the polymer body, if you wanted something that was going to be a metal body, you're looking at like an A&K or a classic army.
And the price went up fast for those.
Yeah, and those were like $500-$600 rifles. Yeah. And then now, like the VFCs, you get a nice metal body and you have really solid internals, in my opinion, at that $400 to $500 price point.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot more bang for your buck.
Yeah, they've definitely made manufacturing replicas cheaper while increasing the quality of parts internally over the years. So, I mean, if you're looking for like good working airsoft guns out of the box, there's no lack of them. Most companies are producing pretty good stuff at this point.
God, darn it.
Cyma AK for sure reminds me of Geo Metro. Are you guys going to Salsk this year? I don't think so. I think that we'll probably, if anything, if anything, we might send 1 or 2 employees up to play / do drop-offs for pre-orders, but we won't be vending. I would find it, I'd be pretty surprised if I found out we were vending that one. And it's even up in the air if we're going to do pre-orders. It really depends on the event schedule for other events, employee availability. If someone like here really wants to go play, I mean, we'll probably do it, but we don't have any plans right now. When is that game, Salsk? The Fall from Salsk is, I think it's August maybe?
I do not know 100%. I would not even want to venture a guess. I am so out of the loop on the Salsk game.
Let me just go to Nelson West's thing. Where are their tickets? Jump to South. April. It's in April.
Okay.
In Oklahoma. Yeah, Battle Springs Ranch, it's in April, yeah. Yeah, I would say as of right now, no. But that could change, and if it's going to change, it's going to change probably pretty soon. Because April isn't, crazy far away.
Yeah.
So. But I personally want to get back out to a Milsim West this year. I'll probably do the Super Bowl event, if nothing else. So. Crytek pushed the market forward when they came out in 2014, but they haven't really changed a lot while everyone else did. Yeah, if I'm being 100% honest, that is how I feel about Crytek. And I feel it specifically in certain designs of their replicas. And I'd say the biggest one is like when I reviewed their new replicas that we had just gotten in their Mod 3s.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like they still don't have a quick change spring option.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like what are we doing?
A true quick change spring.
Yeah, a true one. Yeah.
Because I personally hate when airsoft manufacturers will make replicas advertise that it has a quick change spring system.
Yeah, the gearbox is quick change.
Yes, the gearbox is.
What?
What is it? E&L that does that shit? And it's just like, I still need to spend all this time to get the gearbox out of the rifle, and on version 3s, it's not an easy process.
I mean, I don't know. It's harder to say for version 3s, because version 3s, I rarely see a true quick change.
How about the G36?
The G36 is not a quick change.
Yeah, it is.
Mine isn't.
You fold the stock, and then there's a little tab that you pull down, and then that is the back of the gearbox that has access to the spring.
I'm pretty sure that Ares is not like that.
I'm fairly certain Ares does do that.
Maybe. I haven't worked on it, so.
The competition G36 has it,
Yeah.
which was like a big selling point for me.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, but the AKs, you don't see it very often. And I'll also say that, like, the way the AK bodies are built with their gearboxes, it leaves a lot more material there for... Because, you know, a lot of times the gearbox is sticking up out of your lower.
Yeah.
So it leaves a lot less space for a quick change. But M4s, there's no excuse.
Correct.
Everybody knows you take the buffers you buff in M4, there's a perfect hole into your gearbox. Give me the quick change option. The fact that you're filamenting with filament is stupid. There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
And then I just got, it's like, things like that are just like.
I really like the KWAs for that, because not only do they have the VM4, the variable velocity rifles, where you can change the amount of spring tension on the spring already. So you have one spring that gets you from 330 to 380.
Yeah.
And then you can also just pull that out and then swap it for something else if you need to change it for a heavier or lower one.
Yeah, I mean, making it easy on people is just the way it should go. I also think companies should stop putting so much emphasis on MOSFETs. I don't know how you feel about that. But I feel like there are so many replicas that I see and get that have, like, some new MOSFET that's just for it.
Yeah.
And I've never heard of the MOSFET before. And all these replicas are going to have this MOSFET. And they program differently than any other MOSFET. And at the end of the day, like, maybe they're fine, maybe they're not. But I probably want to replace it with a new one anyways. And it's just like, I'm paying extra for this piece of technology you spend time to develop and install. And in reality, I either don't need it or want it, or I'm just going to replace it. And, like, it makes it more complicated. And, like, some guns you get out of the box, they need programming. And it's just like, if I was new to Airsoft, I'd be like, man, get me out of here, yo. Like, give me the gas blowback would be easier. It's stupid.
Yeah, I think the Crytek has been the most frustrating when it comes to some of their MOSFETs and dealing with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they will just die.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I've dealt with plenty of cheaper end replicas that have MOSFETs that just have problems. I mean, I've had issues with a handful of MOSFETs from different companies, and I'm not going to name any, but they piss me off every time I run into them.
Yes.
And I go, just give me a gun without a MOSFET. I'd rather this thing shoot a little slower.
Yeah.
What is y'all's favorite V3 HPA engine? I bought a Phoenix HPA engine for my AK-105, but it doesn't work with the Perun clicker. Thinking of putting the Phoenix engine in a different. Yeah, so in our Perun video, we talked about how they're not compatible, which is just because of how the trigger pull programs things. Well, no, it's the connection for the trigger.
It's how the brain interface between the trigger contacts and the FCU for the backdraft works. It's just different from everyone else who has it standardized. So in the case of using it with a Perun clicker and HPA board, the backdraft is not compatible.
Yeah, so the only compatible engines you're going to have with the Perun trigger board and the clicker is going to be Polar Star engines and
Wolverines.
Wolverines are not. Well, it depends on the Wolverine. Because the one.
What are you thinking of?
Well, the one we had that we tried installing, it wasn't compatible. The Wolverine, the Inferno.
Are you thinking?
Maybe it was their XTS model, but it wasn't compatible. Remember?
Well, yeah, the XTS is their MTW. Are you thinking of the Redline?
No, I don't think so.
Because the Redline has a weird thing where
the Redline can work.
It can work.
It can work.
The problem is that when you need to change settings on your Redline engine, it's done through trigger pulls. That's the same thing with the Perun HPA board is it's programmed through trigger pulls. So if you think you're going to do adjustments on your N7, you're actually doing them for the board. So you need a separate wire harness to make any changes to your N7 engine. That's the only weird caveat with that.
Yeah, we have an N7 in the AK above your head there, and that has the Perun clicker and trigger board in it.
Are you thinking of like the Wolverines with a Spartan trigger board versus a premium?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Spartan trigger board it doesn't work with.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So that's what it was. The Spartan trigger board it won't work with, but if you have the premium edition trigger board, it will work. So those are the only two engines that they work with that we know of right now is those two, because everything else would be mechanical or just the brains don't comply. So to answer your question though, what a good HP engine is going to be for your AK. If I'm being 100% honest, I have found that my personal favorite HP engine for an AK is a Mancraft. They are mechanical engines, so you would not use your Perun trigger board and clicker trigger. So if you wanted to use those specifically in a build, I would go for a Polar Star. Honestly, probably just a jack.
My personal favorite, like, of all the options is a Polar Star jack. Their marketing for that has been genius because they call it a simple jack if you've watched Tropic Thunder. It's the same, like, skull profile of the simple jack character because it's so simple. It literally drops into anything and you can just get it to work. Yeah. Now, is it super air efficient or super, like, competitive? Not really, but it's better than maybe an AEG.
Yeah, so I mean that's our down and dirty on it. There's a lot of options you can go with. It really depends on how you kind of want to customize and work on it. If you want to use the clicker though with the Perun trigger board, we recommend the jack. Arcturus AKs have a true quick change spring. Yeah, I mean, and that's probably the only ones I know of, honestly.
I don't know of any Arcturuses that have a true quick change spring system. But I've also not done a thorough deep dive on the Arcturuses.
I know their AK-12s do.
Okay, because I'll just be quite honest, I have not done a thorough dive.
Their AK-12s have a much different folding stock mechanism. Anyways, Arcturus dropping ENL to focus on their own AK line was smart, to be honest, and now Umarex distributing the ENL AKs has jacked up the price and added a bunch of lame labels. Yes, I can see that. I agree to disagree a little bit on the Umarex distributing, because we got the ones distributed by Umarex, and they're pretty nice. I mean, I thought they were pretty nice. I will say there are some stamped logos on there that I'm not a fan of. If you watched my review on the AKM from ENL and Umarex, that was like my biggest gripe was they stamped a big ENL logo on the side, and I'm like, don't ruin my beautiful AK.
I think as far as like AEG performance, I think all of them are good. Arcturus, ENL, LCT, like all good. Yeah. But if you're looking for immersion and you're looking for something that is accurate, I will agree that the logos and weird, like, safe semi-auto instead of the Russian mark or in tandem with
they did both. They gave me the Russian markings, and then next to it in big white letters they put safe semi-auto. I'm like, I don't need the. I'm not. Oh, where do you put my on? Let me read it real quick. Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
That's the mad annoying thing on the ENLs.
It's annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I'll say I've heard a lot of really. One of my buddies was really hyping me up on the Arcturus AK-12 last week on the live. Kevin really wanted me to get one for the Chinese kit, so I'll have to try those out. It shoots with a Phoenix, but the airline comes out the bottom of the engine to where the clicker would sit. You're saying you got your Perun trigger board to work with it?
So when you have it like out of the gearbox, he's saying that it functions, which I don't fully understand. But maybe
it was an update to Phoenix's software.
Maybe
Aiden's always working on that thing, so it could have been on that end. But
the air hose where it comes out of the engine.
Yeah, the air hose position's
not great.
Not great. No.
You need to not bump into me.
What is going on there?
It just I keep hitting it like a little bit and like keeps falling into me.
Yeah, I need more room in here. Yeah, that's an issue that I know. We've had with, I mean, when I built, I don't have it anymore, but when I built my FAL, I used a Phoenix, and just because of the way it sits in the gearbox, I had such a hard time with that macro line. And I was trying to use one of our IGLs, and I ended up having to swap it for a macro line and actually pinch it a little bit just to get the fit in there. I know. I wish Aiden was still here to answer this. I don't think he is. And you said you didn't get a close look at their closed bolt system, but I felt like their closed bolt system, he moved where the line was coming out of. But maybe I'm totally wrong on that, and I'm smoking crack, crazy style.
let me just look up C7 Viper because Aiden said that he did the review.
Sure, pull it up. If we were at the desk, I could pull it up on the screen, but it's fine.
It's all good. I got technology on my side. Technology. I did not. C7 Viper backdraft? Oh. Ads. Love them. Because it's just that they labeled it as sent us some prototypes.
And they gave him a thumb drive with some media on it. Yeah, Aiden's hilarious. Alright, I want to see the engine. Oh, wait, go back to when he pulls it out.
I don't think that's the new engine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think that's the Phoenix.
I mean, it looks like a Phoenix right now, but... Yeah, that air hose is coming in the same place. All this Bluetooth stuff.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's got new and different plugs.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he made it compatible with the Perunes. It shouldn't be too difficult, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that line's definitely moved back further, but I don't know if that'll solve the problem at the end of the day. I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that's what he had that at Bolt Bash we were messing with.
Ah.
You didn't see that?
I did not.
You didn't see that, or did you see his lever action?
I didn't even. I saw like the stock, and Logan like bumped me. He was like,
you
"He's got a lever action." I'm like,
yeah. Well, it was with the engine in there, so he had it set up so that it wouldn't fire unless you did the rack. So you had to rack it every time, but you could change it so that it would, you know, change that setting, obviously. But he had it on binary for a little bit. He'd rack it, and he'd do a binary shot, and then he'd rack it, and he could just get it like shooting really fast. It's kind of funny. But yeah, he 3D printed all of it, like the whole body and everything. Like pretty much all the gun parts are 3D printed. So when we get them in stock, I'm gonna have your printer moving full force and creating a bunch of stupid things.
yeah.
We'll have to make a bunch of dumb stuff. That's cool.
While I've been sick, I've been trying to learn CAD. It's not been going very well with me.
No, dude, CAD's not fun. Okay, I get the point.
I was kind of hoping that there was like a little bit more.
Well, I think you gotta watch it with the audio, maybe. That might help, you know?
Yeah.
Not during this, but... we got 7 minutes left. Some things to go over, I guess. We have our giveaway for the Sharps Bro AK by EMG, which we are going to be giving away next Wednesday on our next Lunchtime Live at 1:30. If you want to enter that, go find the reel in our page. It is Tony running around to Money in the Grave by Drake. Go ahead and leave a comment on that, tag in a friend, share it to your story, and make sure that you are following us, and you can have a chance to win that replica next week. And then we'll be doing another giveaway, as we always do. We have Gun Gamers Frostfall coming up pretty soon here in January 16th, I believe. Is that weekend? Or that day? It's a 12-hour event. I believe it's the 16th.
Yes.
And that is at in Albright, PA at Skirmish Paintball.
January 17th? Let's just do this.
Did I really mess up? Am I messing up all my dates today? I'm usually pretty good with like when things are happening.
I woke up yesterday thinking it was Friday, so
That's not great.
I was off by several days. So don't ask.
Usually I'm pretty good about like days.
Okay.
Please correct me.
January 31st.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
You were way off.
Woo-wee.
All right, full correction. January 31st.
Wow, I was
Gun Gamers Productions
really off.
for Rustfall.
Was I right about the rest of it? Albright PA at Skirmish Paintball? Yeah, Skirmish.
Yes.
All right.
And it is 12 hours.
It is a 12-hour game, yes. And we will be there with the trailer, vending, as well as doing pre-orders. So if you need things ahead of time and you want to make sure that we got it, I recommend doing a pre-order for pyros and stuff like that. We'll be doing night vision rentals.
Yes, because it goes into the night.
Yeah. We'll be doing night vision rentals. So if you're going to that game, make sure you stay warm and come say hi to us.
Absolutely stay warm.
Yeah, try to stay warm for sure.
Plenty of hand warmers, not only for your hands, but also for batteries or CO2 if you're going to be running a type of gas
That's
system.
something we should stock in the trailer.
We typically do.
Oh, you guys usually stock them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you have plenty of spare O-rings. Make sure you have extra oil for extra lubrications because the cold is going to suck up your O-rings and potentially cause leaks.
Yeah, they'll break.
Bring backups to everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And if you can, have like some type of face covering because wind blowing up against your cheeks does suck. So have some type of like balaclava. It's gonna suck when you have full steel eye protection because that hot air is gonna get underneath. But do the best you can.
Yeah, fogging kind of sucks in cold weather games, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's really all we're like looking forward to immediately. I think everything else is after the month of January. Anything else before we sign off here? You got any other little tidbits for the people?
American Milsim events. I forget when the X1 is coming out. AMS X1 is March. Okay, so not even that close.
No, it's all ways away.
A little ways away then.
All right. Well, we'll call it there for our live today. We will see you guys next week. Well,
Next
next
year.
Oh, man.
You guys party hardy, stay safe.
Yeah, for real. Stay safe out there, everybody. Happy New Year's from Amped Airsoft.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful night.
I'm gonna go sign us off now. I'm tangled up.
Some rap jazz in the background.
Brrrr.